Hello and welcome guys, Yasir Khan here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about a very um, important aspect of running your practice, which most other people don't talk about, right? Now, if you're watching this video, chances are that you're either the dental practice owner, right? Or you are an office manager, or you might even be an associate, but most likely it's the former too. Um, the thing is, if you want to make more revenue, you have to differentiate yourself. You cannot be everything to all people, right? To everyone. Okay? If you do that, you will spend more time and make less money, because then you'll be catering to all kinds of sorts of patients. Anyone who's willing to come into your office for treatment, you will be saying yes to them. Okay? The top dental offices don't do that. They're very careful with their time and who to what kind of patients they want. Okay? They're very careful about that. So the first thing to understand is you have to differentiate yourself. If you come across as every other dental office, people will treat you as just another dental office. Okay? If you don't have your branding on point, then you won't make a lot of money, because most of your revenue will be eaten up by your high costs, right? Or overheads. On the other hand, if you differentiate yourself, you will only be able to get certain types of patients in. And by certain types of patients, I mean your ideal patients. People who would be willing to pay 20 to 30% more for the services you provide, because they see more value in what you do, because they see that you are more specialized, more caring, because you have better equipment, your staff cares more, you follow up, your staff follows up more actively. All these things matter. And that also means that if you want to differentiate yourself, you cannot charge your patients the same amount that your competition does, because then once again you are the same as them. Every single city has one or two or three or five top dental offices where the dentists are charging more for the treatment, right? Or the procedure. Yes, the person can go to another dentist and pay like maybe $50 or $100 less, but they almost always will never go there, because they know the value attached to this treatment, and they understand why you're charging them more. So the idea here is to charge 20 to 30% more, but provide them with additional value. Okay? And that value could be anything. Remember, people go to dentists. Well, first of all, most people they get very anxious and they avoid dental trips. They don't want to go to the dentist. Okay? But if you differentiate yourself as someone who really cares and does procedures where there's no pain, you will make more revenue and more money. Remember, people are not as fixated on price as you might think. Yes, a certain segment of your city or of your population might think that, yeah, I'm not going to pay more than the absolute minimum for my oral care. But there are many people out there who will say, okay, fine, I'm willing to pay 20 or 30% more if I can get really good care, if my anxiety goes down, if I can trust this dentist, if they make it enjoyable for me to be there. There's a huge market for this kind of thing. Okay? The other good news is that when you start differentiating yourself like this, you will not get not customers, but patients who will hassle you a lot. Okay? In every market, if you increase the price, you will only get you'll get customers who are no hassle or less hassle. Someone who pays you $2,000 will probably not create so much of an issue as opposed to someone who pays you like $200, right? Someone paying you a higher amount will be in a better position to pay you that amount, so will be more receptive of your service. The problem is that not most, but a good chunk of dentists, they keep on competing with their competition mainly by reducing their price, and they end up working a lot more their overheads increase because there just isn't a huge profit margin there because they keep on lowering the price. But it's not even that. When you compete with everyone else on the same like playground or same level, then you're not then you're doing pretty much the same thing that the other person is doing. And that's a good recipe of being a mediocre dental office. I'm sorry, but that really is the truth. I'm sorry if it makes you uncomfortable, but it really is the truth. If you're doing everything that everyone else is doing, then you will end up where everyone else is going. It's very simple, right? So the idea is to figure out who your ideal patient is and what procedure is making you the most money. Okay? When you do the research, when you sit down with your staff and do the research, you will see that 80% of people who are actually coming in are not paying you a whole lot for procedures which take most of your time or the dental hygienist's time. It is only 20% of the procedures which don't take a lot of time and contribute immensely to your bottom line. The top dental offices have figured this out. Okay? So please, please make sure that you're able to differentiate yourself. We do something similar for our clients as well. We know that practice owners are really busy and it doesn't make sense for them to figure everything out. Honestly, I mean, if it were left to them, they are so busy, they will never get to it. And I totally get it. I get it. I get that running a practice is not simple. You have thousands of things to do, right? So that's why we come in, we position you as how you would like to be seen, as the authority in your city. And then you get to charge the big bucks, if you will, right? Remember, how you portray yourself will determine how much you can charge and how other people look at you, right? And yeah, I really think this is one of the things which is missing from at least 80% of the dental offices out there. I look at their websites, I call in, I talk to the people there, I talk to the staff there. I honestly feel that they come across as just another dental office. I know that the staff and the dentist are amazing at what they do, for the most part. But that's not how they come across as, okay? And honestly, I mean, it's not your fault because you weren't taught marketing or how to run a business in your dental school, right? At dental school. If you were, it was probably 1 or 2 courses that didn't take a lot of time and it was probably an afterthought. So once again, you might be really good at what you do, which is dentistry, but you might not be as good as you'd like in managing your business. And unfortunately, how you're good at managing your business is directly relevant to how much money you will make, right? So yeah, I really hope this video helps. And let me know if you have any questions about positioning at all. If you're trying to figure out what message do I give to my target audience, then you can always shoot me an email and I can come up with a couple of ideas. Okay? I hope this helps. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.